Life is full of uncertainties. We face them every day. From the weather to traffic, nothing is truly predictable. But did you know there's a way to measure uncertainty? It's called standard deviation. Standard deviation is a statistical tool that tells us how spread out data is. Imagine you're measuring the height of sunflowers. Standard deviation shows how much the heights vary. Are they all similar, or are some towering giants? A high standard deviation means the heights vary greatly. A low standard deviation means they are clustered closer together. It's all about understanding the spread. Think of it like this. Standard deviation is the thrill of the unknown. It's the measure of how much surprise life throws our way. And just like in life, sometimes a little surprise can be a good thing.
So, how do we actually calculate standard deviation? It's simpler than you might think. First, we need a set of data. Let's stick with our sunflower example. Imagine we've measured the height of 10 sunflowers. We add up all the heights and divide by 10 to get the mean. Next, we look at how far each height is from the average. We square these differences to amplify outliers. Add the squared differences and divide by 10 to get the variance.
To get standard deviation, take the square root of the variance. This gives us a number in the same units as our original data. And that's it. We've calculated standard deviation.
Standard deviation and variance are closely related. Think of them as two sides of the same coin. They both measure the spread of data. Variance is the average of the squared differences from the mean.
Standard deviation is the square root of the variance. This makes it easier to understand and compare. Imagine you're comparing the volatility of two stocks. Standard deviation tells you how much each stock's price fluctuates. It depends on what you're trying to do. For everyday use, standard deviation is often the way to go.
Section 4. Standard deviation in action, from business decisions to investment strategies. Standard deviation isn't just a theoretical concept. It has real-world applications in various fields, especially in business and finance.
Let's explore how it's used to make informed decisions. In business, standard deviation helps manage risk. Imagine you're a company launching a new product. You can use standard deviation to analyze past sales data for similar products. This helps you estimate the potential range of outcomes for your new launch.
Standard deviation is also crucial in investment. It helps investors assess the volatility of different assets. A stock with a high standard deviation is considered riskier than one with a low standard deviation. Portfolio managers use standard deviation to create diversified portfolios. By combining assets with different standard deviations, they can manage overall risk and potentially enhance returns.
Whether you're a business owner or an investor, understanding standard deviation empowers you to make smarter, more informed decisions in the face of uncertainty.
Section 5. The power and pitfalls. Strengths and limitations of standard deviation. Standard deviation is a powerful tool, but like any tool, it has its strengths and limitations. Understanding these is crucial for using it effectively.
One of the main strengths of standard deviation is its simplicity. It condenses complex data into a single number, making it easy to grasp and compare. It's also widely used and understood, providing a common language for discussing data spread.
However, standard deviation has its limitations. It treats all deviations from the mean equally, whether they're positive or negative. This means it doesn't differentiate between upside potential and downside risk.
Another limitation is its sensitivity to outliers. Extreme values can inflate standard deviation, potentially giving a misleading impression of the overall spread. Despite its limitations, standard deviation remains a valuable tool when used appropriately and with an awareness of its potential pitfalls.
Section 6. Embracing uncertainty. The importance of standard deviation. In a world of constant change and uncertainty, standard deviation provides a valuable lens through which to view and understand the world around us. It allows us to quantify the unknown, to embrace the thrill of surprise, and to make informed decisions even when faced with uncertainty. By understanding how spread works, we can better assess risk, make informed investments, and navigate the complexities of business and finance. Standard deviation is not about eliminating uncertainty, but rather about embracing it and using it to our advantage. Just as a seasoned sailor uses the wind to navigate the seas, we can use standard deviation to navigate the choppy waters of life's uncertainties. It's a tool that empowers us to make smarter, more confident decisions and to embrace the unknown with open arms.